Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something super important, your kidneys. You know, those two bean-shaped organs that quietly keep your body running smoothly. But did you know that some of the things you do every day, things you probably don't even think twice about, could be silently harming them? It's true. So stick around because today we're going to dive deep into the 10 daily habits that could be secretly damaging your kidneys. And of course, I'll share tips on how you can turn things around before it's too late. Trust me, this is info you won't want to miss. Number 10, holding in your urine. All right, let's kick things off with a habit we're all guilty of, holding in your urine. Admit it, you've done it before. Maybe you're in the middle of a long meeting or binge watching your favorite show, and you think, I'll just wait a little longer. But here's the thing, holding it in isn't just uncomfortable, it's harmful to your kidneys. Let's break this down. Your bladder is like a balloon that fills up with urine, and when it's full, it sends a signal to your brain saying, hey, it's time to go. But when you ignore that signal, you're stretching your bladder beyond its normal capacity. This isn't just bad for your bladder muscles, which can weaken over time, but also increases the risk of urinary tract infections, or UTIs. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but what do UTIs have to do with my kidneys? Great question. If a UTI is left untreated, it can spread up to your kidneys and cause a kidney infection, also known as pyelonephritis. And trust me, kidney infections are no joke. They can cause permanent damage and even lead to sepsis, a life-threatening condition. So the next time you feel the urge to go, listen to your body. Don't hit the snooze button on your bladder. It's a small habit, but it can make a big difference in protecting your kidneys. Number 9, overusing painkillers. Next up, about something a lot of us rely on to get through the day, painkillers. Whether it's a headache, back pain, or that nagging knee problem, we've all reached for a bottle of ibuprofen or aspirin at some point. And while these medications are great for managing pain in the short term, they can be harmful if you rely on them too much. So what's the big deal with painkillers? Well, the most common painkillers, known as NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, can reduce blood flow to your kidneys. Your kidneys need a steady supply of blood to filter out waste and excess fluid. But when you take NSAIDs frequently, you can cause a condition called analgesic nephropathy. This long-term damage to your kidneys can lead to chronic kidney disease, which is, unfortunately, a one-way street. Here's something else to consider. Chronic kidney disease doesn't just affect your kidneys. It can also lead to high blood pressure, anemia, and even heart disease. So it's not just about your kidneys, it's about your entire health. But don't worry, I'm not saying you should never take painkillers. The key is moderation. Try to limit your use to when it's really necessary, and if you find yourself relying on them often, it might be time to talk to your doctor about alternative pain management strategies. Maybe it's physical therapy, maybe it's a different type of medication, or maybe it's lifestyle changes like improving your posture or exercise habits. Whatever it is, there are ways to manage pain without putting your kidneys at risk. Number 8, not drinking enough water. All right, this next one is a classic, not drinking enough water. We've all heard the advice to drink 8 glasses of water a day, but how many of us actually do it? It might seem like a simple thing, but staying hydrated is crucial for your kidney health. Let's think about what your kidneys do. They're like the body's natural filtration system, removing waste and excess fluids from your blood and turning it into urine. But to do this job effectively, they need plenty of water. When you don't drink enough, your urine becomes concentrated. This concentrated urine can irritate the lining of your kidneys and lead to the formation of kidney stones. Kidney stones are small, hard deposits that form in your kidneys when there's too much waste and not enough fluid to flush it out. They can be extremely painful when they pass through your urinary tract. Trust me, it's not something you want to experience. So how much water should you be drinking? Well, it varies depending on your size, activity level, and even the climate you live in. A good rule of thumb is to drink enough water so that your urine is light yellow or clear. If it's dark yellow, that's a sign you need to drink more. And if you're exercising or it's a hot day, make sure to up your intake to stay properly hydrated. Also, here's a tip. Not all your fluids have to come from water. You can stay hydrated with things like herbal teas and fruits with high water content, like watermelon and cucumbers. But be careful with caffeinated drinks and sugary sodas. They can have the opposite effect and dehydrate you. Number 7, consuming too much salt. Let's move on to something that's in nearly everything we eat: salt. I know salt makes everything taste better, but too much of it can be a serious problem for your kidneys. Here's why. Salt is made up of sodium, which your body needs to function properly. Sodium helps with nerve function, muscle contractions, and maintaining the right balance of fluids in your body. But when you consume too much sodium, it causes your body to hold onto more water to dilute it. This extra water increases the volume of blood in your body, which raises your blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of the leading causes of kidney damage. It puts extra strain on the delicate blood vessels in your kidneys, making them less efficient at filtering waste. Over time, this can lead to chronic kidney disease and even kidney failure. And that's not all. High sodium levels can also increase your risk of developing kidney stones. As I mentioned earlier, kidney stones are not fun. They're painful, and they can cause serious damage to your kidneys if not treated. So how do you cut back on salt without sacrificing flavor? Start by reading food labels. Processed foods, canned goods, and restaurant meals are often loaded with hidden sodium. Try to cook more at home, where you can control the amount of salt you're using. Instead of reaching for the salt shaker, experiment with herbs, spices, and other seasonings. Garlic, lemon juice, and fresh herbs like parsley or cilantro can add a ton of flavor without the extra sodium. And here's a fun fact. Did you know that your taste buds can actually adjust to lower sodium levels over time? If you gradually reduce the amount of salt in your diet, you'll start to notice that you don't need as much to enjoy your food. Your kidneys will thank you for it. Number 6, eating processed foods. Now, let's talk about processed foods. They're convenient, they're tasty, and they're everywhere. But here's the deal. Processed foods are often loaded with things that are bad for your kidneys, like sodium, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives. Processed foods include things like deli meats, canned soups, frozen dinners, and fast food. These foods are usually high in sodium, which, as we've already discussed, is bad news for your kidneys. But there's more to it. Processed foods are also low in essential nutrients and high in artificial ingredients that can make your body more acidic. This increased acidity puts extra strain on your kidneys as they work to balance your body's pH levels. Here's an example. Let's say you grab a quick lunch of a deli sandwich with chips and a soda. It might taste great and fill you up, but it's also giving your kidneys a double whammy of high sodium, unhealthy fats, and sugar. Over time, this kind of diet can lead to high blood pressure, kidney stones, and even chronic kidney disease. So what's the alternative? Try to eat more whole, natural foods. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins like chicken and fish are all great options. They're lower in sodium, higher in nutrients, and much easier on your kidneys. Plus, when you cook at home, you have full control over what goes into your meals. It might take a bit more time, but your kidneys will thank you for it. And if you're worried about flavor, don't be. There are plenty of ways to make whole foods taste amazing. For example, roasting vegetables with a little olive oil and your favorite spices can bring out their natural sweetness. Grilling or baking your proteins instead of frying them can keep them juicy and flavorful without the added fat. And don't forget about healthy snacks. Things like fresh fruit, nuts, and yogurt are all delicious and kidney-friendly. Number 5, not getting enough sleep. All right, we're halfway through the list, and this next one might surprise you. Not getting enough sleep. We all know that sleep is important for our overall health, but did you know it's also crucial for your kidneys? When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. This includes repairing the tissues in your kidneys and other organs. Sleep also helps regulate the hormones that control blood pressure. If you're not getting enough sleep, your blood pressure can rise, which we know is a major risk factor for kidney damage. But that's not all. Lack of sleep can also lead to obesity, which is another risk factor for kidney disease. When you're sleep deprived, your body produces more of the hunger hormone ghrelin and less of the hormone leptin, which tells you when you're full. This can lead to overeating and weight gain, both of which put extra stress on your kidneys. So, how can you make sure you're getting enough sleep? Here are a few tips. Stick to a sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock and makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Create a bedtime routine. Do something relaxing before bed, like reading, taking a warm bath, or practicing deep breathing exercises. This signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Make your bedroom a sleep-friendly environment. Keep it cool, quiet, and dark. Consider using blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine if you're sensitive to light or noise. Limit screen time before bed. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, and computers can interfere with your body's production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Try to avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. Watch what you eat and drink. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. These can disrupt your sleep and make it harder for your kidneys to do their job. Getting enough sleep isn't just about feeling rested the next day. It's about giving your kidneys the time they need to repair and regenerate. So make sleep a priority, and your kidneys will thank you. Number 4, smoking. All right, here's a big one, smoking. We all know that smoking is bad for your lungs and heart, but did you know it's also terrible for your kidneys? Let's break it down. Smoking damages blood vessels, which reduces blood flow to your kidneys. When your kidneys don't get enough blood, they can't function properly. This can lead to chronic kidney disease and, in severe cases, kidney failure. But that's not all. Smoking can also increase your risk of high blood pressure, another major cause of kidney damage. Here's a scary fact. Studies have shown that people who smoke are more likely to develop kidney cancer. And if you already have kidney problems, smoking can make them worse by speeding up the progression of the disease. So if you smoke, the best thing you can do for your kidneys and your overall health is to quit. I know it's not easy, but there are resources available to help you. Talk to your doctor about nicotine replacement therapies, medications, and support groups. And if you've tried to quit before and it didn't stick, don't get discouraged. Many people try several times before they're successful. And here's a tip. Try to replace the habit with something healthier. Instead of reaching for a cigarette, take a walk, chew gum, or do something else that distracts you. The more you can associate smoking with something positive, the easier it will be to break the habit. Remember, it's never too late to quit smoking. The sooner you do, the sooner your kidneys and the rest of your body can start to heal. Number 3, over-consuming alcohol. Now let's talk about alcohol. We all enjoy a drink now and then, whether it's a glass of wine with dinner, a cold beer on a hot day, or a cocktail at a party. But if you're drinking too much, it can take a serious toll on your kidneys. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it makes you pee more. This can lead to dehydration, which is hard on your kidneys because they need plenty of fluids to do their job. But that's just the beginning. Drinking too much alcohol can also cause your blood pressure to spike, and as we've discussed, high blood pressure is a leading cause of kidney damage. But here's where it gets even more concerning. Chronic, heavy drinking can lead to liver disease, which in turn can cause a condition called hepatorenal syndrome. This is a type of kidney failure that occurs in people with severe liver damage. It's a serious condition that requires immediate medical attention. So, how much alcohol is too much? The general recommendation is to drink in moderation, no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men. And remember, it's not just about the quantity. You should also be mindful of how often you're drinking. Regularly consuming alcohol, even in small amounts, can add up over time and put your kidneys at risk. If you find that you're drinking more than you should, try to cut back. You might start by setting limits for yourself, like only drinking on weekends or switching to lower alcohol beverages. And if you're struggling to control your drinking, don't hesitate to seek help. There are plenty of resources available, from support groups to counseling. Remember, moderation is key. A drink now and then is fine, but your kidneys will thank you for keeping it under control. Number 2, ignoring hydration during exercise. Next up, we've got something that might not be on your radar: ignoring hydration during exercise. We all know that exercise is good for our health, But if you're not staying hydrated while you work out, you could be doing more harm than good, especially to your kidneys. When you exercise, you sweat, and when you sweat, you lose water and electrolytes. If you don't replace those fluids, you can become dehydrated. Dehydration reduces blood flow to your kidneys, which makes it harder for them to filter waste. This can lead to a buildup of toxins in your body and increase your risk of kidney damage. But that's not all. If you're severely dehydrated, you could develop a condition called rhabdomyolysis. This happens when muscle tissue breaks down rapidly and releases a protein called myoglobin into the bloodstream. Myoglobin is harmful to the kidneys and can cause acute kidney failure if not treated promptly. So, how can you stay hydrated during exercise? Start by drinking water before, during, and after your workout. The exact amount you need will depend on how intense your workout is and how much you're sweating. But a good rule of thumb is to drink about 17 to 20 ounces of water 2 hours before you exercise, 7 to 10 ounces every 10 to 20 minutes during exercise, and 8 ounces within 30 minutes after you finish. And if you're doing a long or intense workout, like a marathon or a high-intensity interval training, Chaya session, you might want to consider a sports drink that contains electrolytes to help replace what you're losing in sweat. Just be mindful of the sugar content, as some sports drinks can be high in sugar, which isn't great for your kidneys either. Remember, staying hydrated isn't just about avoiding cramps or feeling good during your workout, it's also about protecting your kidneys from damage. So keep that water bottle handy and listen to your body's signals. Number 1, neglecting diabetes management. Finally, at number 1, we have something that's absolutely critical: managing diabetes. If you have diabetes, it's crucial to keep your blood sugar levels in check because high blood sugar can damage the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, leading to a condition called diabetic nephropathy. Diabetic nephropathy is the leading cause of kidney failure in the United States, but the good news is that it's preventable with proper management. So, what does that look like? First and foremost, it means regularly monitoring your blood sugar levels. This helps you stay on top of your condition and make adjustments to your diet, exercise, or medication as needed. Speaking of diet, it's important to eat a balanced diet that's low in sugar and refined carbs. These can cause spikes in your blood sugar, which over time can damage your kidneys. Exercise is also key. Regular physical activity helps your body use insulin more efficiently and can help control your blood sugar levels. Even something as simple as a daily walk can make a big difference. And of course, if you're prescribed medication to manage your diabetes, take it exactly as your doctor advises. Skipping doses or not following your treatment plan can lead to serious complications, including kidney damage. But managing diabetes isn't just about your kidneys, it's about your overall health. By keeping your blood sugar levels under control, you're also protecting your heart, eyes, nerves, and more. If you're struggling with managing your diabetes, don't hesitate to reach out for help. Whether it's your doctor, a dietitian, or a diabetes support group, there are plenty of resources available to help you stay on track. Remember, managing diabetes is a lifelong commitment, but it's one that can make a huge difference in your quality of life and in the health of your kidneys. So there you have it, 10 daily habits that could be secretly damaging your kidneys. I hope this video has helped you become more aware of the small changes you can make to protect these vital organs. Remember, your kidneys are crucial to your overall health, and by taking care of them, you're taking care of your entire body. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel for more health tips and advice. And if you have any questions or if there's a topic you'd like me to cover in a future video, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and take care of those kidneys. See you in the next video.